Alright, thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everyone who responded to the instructional video that I did yesterday, explaining how to use the Vulcan Report. Some of you gave me some amazing feedback, and of some of which I have implemented as of this morning. So go ahead and go to the blog at pulsescan.blogspot.com. You're going to need to go there, and you're going to need to register, sign up on the blog so that you can receive updates as I do them. You're going to need to subscribe to the blog in order to have access to the Google Docs, because what I'm doing now is on the spreadsheet. I'm actually uploading it to Google Docs so that you can actually view it in the spreadsheet format. You'll be able to go in and manipulate the cells and do whatever you need to do so that you can make it viewable for yourself. You can print it out, you can download it, you can do whatever. So I'm uploading it as a spreadsheet. I also just figured out, I'm playing around with this Google Docs thing. It looks like a pretty awesome program. I went ahead and I made the spreadsheet viewable on the blog as well. So even if you've already went to the blog last night, go back to the blog now, because within the past 30 to 45 minutes, I went in and I figured out how that I could add the spreadsheet to the actual blog post. So it's pretty cool. So now that I've learned that I can use Google Docs, I can now go ahead and add some other things, some teaching and instructional material. I have a lot of PDFs and things like that walk you through some things, just tidbits of information. I think you'll find it very helpful, and like I said before, I appreciate all of your feedback. You've made this a decent experience, and I'm still learning how to bring you more material so that you guys can be able to learn, comprehend, and grow in your knowledge of the markets, so that you won't be afraid of the markets, and then you'll be able to pull the trigger and understand how to use the spreadsheet, how to use the Vulcan report to extract profits from the market on a daily basis, because that is what we do. One other thing I wanted to address in this video, other than just announcing that I just discovered Google Docs, and it's on the blog at pulsescan.blogspot.com, is someone asked me to do a video explaining volume. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do a quick walkthrough on volume. I am here to say that you cannot trust volume anymore. Volume as an indicator means absolutely garbage today. Back in the 90s, you could use volume. We were in a raging bull market, and volume would help to show clues as to what was happening in the market, etc. But with the growth, popularity, and explosion in the high-frequency trading space, volume is no longer a critical technical indicator anymore. The reason being is because we've already addressed the fact that the markets are manipulated, but on top of that, volume itself can be and is often also manipulated and misleading. Case in point, you see markets sometimes have explosive rallies on extremely light volume. Likewise, we can have a flash crash like May the 6th on extremely light volume. Okay, everyone knows that the laws of physics don't disappear when it comes to force. Okay, when it comes to the markets. All right, if there's no one there trading, then price discovery becomes a little chaotic, but it's not enough to crash and collapse a market or cause a market to explode. If that was the case, then no one would ever need to really trade. You just need to go in there, wait for something big to happen, and then put tickets in and do the opposite. Are you following me? So the reason why we get these weird days on extremely light volume is because of the bots that are operating now. They can hide their order flow in dark pools. Okay, they have access to secret markets and exchanges that the general public, don't have access to. So they can put their trades in through there and lock you out of the entire process. So if they want to move a market, they can do it and make it seem like it's doing it on light volume, but it's really not. They can make it seem like there's no one in the markets trading, but that's not really true at all. Case in point, ticker symbol I have up before you is COW, C-O-W. It is a livestock ETF, or ETN if you will. It tracks the meat futures, live cattle, feeder cattle, lean hogs, pork bellies. Okay. If you look here on this particular date here, August the 2nd, we had extraordinary volume according to this big bar right here, right? But what happened? And this was a green bar, by the way. It was an up day. Okay, we broke out from the previous day. But then the prices utterly collapsed. What's up with that? All right. Supposedly a move like this, a breakout on big volume, means that you could expect continued upside right after that. Well, we collapsed. Okay. And then here is low volume, and we explode. Okay. Here we go again. Big volume, we collapse. On a green bar, on an up day, an up bar, we collapse. All right. Very misleading. You can't really trust volume. Sometimes it appears to work, but most of the times it does not. Again, big old red candle, explosive volume. What do? Consolidate, then it moves in the opposite direction. What's up with that? The bottom line is you can't really use the volume indicators anymore because it does not tell you necessarily where the market is going to move. It doesn't even tell you who or what entity is really operating. Just like I did with the PPT indicators. It doesn't necessarily mean that the market's going to move in the direction of the price action tickets that are being put in. Sometimes those tickets are being put in as dummies. They cancel those orders. But nevertheless, we pick up on the high frequency with the algorithm that I've displayed for you. So anyway, the bottom line is this. Most technical indicators suck. Most volume indications suck. And the truth of the matter is most traders suck. That's why they leave the business, because they can't make it. So anyway, I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just putting it out there so you guys can understand what time it is and what's going on. Anyway, I got to get back to trading and managing money. Be encouraged, and thank you for your participation. And hang in there. Remember, take what you can, give nothing back, and have a great weekend. Peace.